Hi, my name is Michael. I'm 21 years old. I'm on my second year of college, and today is Wednesday, May 16th, and it is 1:05 o'clock in the night, and I've got a test today, a biochemistry test, and I in like 10 hours, and I didn't study as much as I could have, and I'm probably not gonna pass it. And I thought this would be a great moment to kind of think why I didn't study as much as I could. All right, one more thing. A quick disclaimer. I am not doing this video to complain or to seek compassion or to seek acceptance, or like probably I'm doing this more to like sort out some stuff of my own and to try to analyze my behavior. So if you feel that you relate to my problems or not at all, or you may have some advice or not at all, then feel free to share and to comment on this video. Alright, so first off, some things about my character that I don't like about myself. These are lack of persistence and inconsistency of my work, of effects. For example, I've got surges of well-being and of motivation. I can work a lot at times, but also I've got these periods don't last too long, maximum a few weeks, and then I return to like the base state of feeling down all the time and being constantly demotivated and falling into addictions like internet addiction and cigarettes and porn. So that's what I'm struggling with. And also about approaching girls. For example, I feel that I'm hesitant and I'm not confident at all. And I think I give up too fast. I think this was the reason I'll talk about this later. So now for some background information. I'm on the second year of college. I think I said that, and I'm in college in the capital of my country. I'm outside of my hometown, and I live in a student's house because it's cheap, and I have to pay for it myself. And on my freshman year in this city, I didn't feel so well. I thought about dropping out, and I was constantly depressed, and I couldn't find friends, although I was certain that first year in college would be when I make the most friends. Well, this was not the case, and also the exams on the freshman year were really hard because they serve a purpose to sort out the bad students, and also I was feeling depressed all the time, and I didn't study too much. I mean, I will also touch on this later, but I failed the first batch of tests of exams, and then I had to retake them all, almost all, and this is why I couldn't get a job on holidays because I had to join my retake session. And this is why I didn't have, I mean, I had some money from the year before where my holidays were free, but now I am really low on cash, and yeah, so that's that. I passed all the exams, but I didn't pass a really stupid. Uh, I didn't complete a voluntary faculty. This was out of negligence because I didn't attend all the lessons necessary to complete it, and I had to pay something like, well, it's a lot to me, especially because I didn't earn anything this year. And so, what's next? Mm, right now I'm poor, and my parents can't really support me that all that much. And on the second year, things got kind of better. Mm, the second year is considerably easier than the first one, the freshman. And I also got a girlfriend for a short period of time, a few weeks, because, well, we broke up because, here is the explanation. I basically dropped out of it when I realized that I would leave the city, leave the capital, and my girlfriend was from the capital, and she was also freshly after a breakup, and I thought I wouldn't be good material for a boyfriend, especially if I couldn't be close to her. And so basically, I kind of fucked it up because, as I wrote here, I gave up too fast. It probably could have worked because we had a lot of common subjects to talk about, but well, it didn't. So that's about it. And now the situation was better on the second year. However, right now the next exam session is coming, and I don't feel too confident, to be fair. As I told you, today I've got a test. It's not an exam, but it's just a test. But well, I didn't study, just as I didn't study to the exams on my freshman year. And so parts of history are repeating. All right, and one more thing, I don't want to fail it, to fail the exam session. I don't want to have to take a retake session because I won't be able to work again, and then I won't have money to support myself to buy the student house and the accommodation on the third year. So I don't think I can afford that. All right, so then the next section, my work ethic. As you will see, it's non-existent. So on weekends are the most depressing periods for me because I suddenly get like a lot of free time and I can't manage it at all. So I get totally lazy and unproductive. And here's my schedule. I've got some, the four top boxes are physical exercises. This is the 12th of April. Today is the 15th or 16th of May. Yeah, this is today. I didn't do physical exercises yet. So the rest of the boxes are talking to girls. As you can see, I failed on that matter. And smoking cigarettes, eating junk food, and going to the pool. So the only thing I'm uh, like surprised with myself is that I kept up with the physical exercises. As you can see, I didn't have too much of a break except this day when it was a little holiday or in here. But generally for the past month I've been working out every day at the morning, in the morning. And for example, uh, junk food, my junk food consumption rose, spiked on 18th of April, and I can assure you that this was a weekend, some Friday or Saturday, because you can see that well, basically I have a bad period, and that's what you'll notice, that bad periods come in pairs. Like this was also a weekend, and this is this green color means that I relapsed on porn and masturbation. And so that's what I wanted to demonstrate, that I get lazy on weekends, and on weekdays I can kind of keep it up. And the next thing was I wanted to share this kind of two loops of behavior that I specified in myself. So this is the positive loop. So for example, I go to sleep early, and then when I go to sleep early I wake up earlier, and then I can work out in the morning. I have more time to make a good breakfast and to prepare dinner for myself, so I don't eat junk food, and then I can get a bike to my uni, and if I don't watch YouTube or don't watch porn, I have more time, for example, to learn or to play piano. I like playing piano, so I have more free time. Basically, I hit the pool, I hit the gym. I generally, it's a positive feedback loop, meaning that if I do any of these activities, it will be easier to do any other of these activities. So it's a self-perpetuating cycle, and it's good. I get to feel more attractive if only I don't fall into this pit. And this is basically the evil twin. I start watching YouTube videos, and then I like to buy myself some sweets or snacks or anything, and then when I watch YouTube videos I generally waste lots of time on it, and then I don't care to, for example, make myself dinner, and I don't have time to make breakfast, so I buy it instead. I eat junk food. And then, for example, I don't have time to learn, I fail my exams, then it transitions to porn. Basically, I relapse on nofap, on not masturbating. I start masturbating, I then feel sexual frustrated, and it leads to relapsing on, for example, cigarettes. So basically I oscillate between those two modes of operation, and it's really kind of interesting that it's all of this is a fucking feedback loop, as you will see. So I'm sure most of you are familiar with feedback, what feedback is. So basically, you can imagine a situation of a ball in a pit. So this is an example of negative feedback, meaning that a disruption of a stable situation causes for example, this is our ball, and this can be any example of negative feedback. I choose blood pH. For example, when you push the ball up the walls of the pit, it falls back down. It wants to stabilize itself. And for example, when you increase the blood pH, the human organism responds by lowering it, by increasing the hydrogen ion concentration, and therefore lowering the pH. And similarly, if you lower the pH, the organism responds by making it higher. And here is the positive feedback, which basically is the reverse situation. If you disrupt the conditions slightly, the whole situation becomes unstable and the ball rolls down. So this is me in a good mood, and the change in the situation is, for example, depression, some stress, or like a deadline, or I don't know, it may be for example, relapse on masturbation, or like having too much time on my hands, and basically the situation spirals downwards into the bad loop. So this scheme continues basically in a day-to-day fashion. It can change like within a matter of hours. I can go from being up here to crippling in my self-loathing and smoking cigarettes within a few hours. And this makes me feel useless, and this makes me feel unstable, and it makes me feel like I don't have any real control over myself and my actions, because I make plans and then the situation changes and I ditch all my plans, and I basically act on impulse. I act how I feel, and I feel unstable, so I act unstable. And well, I make plans that I don't follow. And the great example is, for example, this box, in which every box is unchecked because I didn't have courage to talk to any new girls. And yeah, so one other thing I wanted to so I wanted to explain is that I included this little pit on top of the mountain, and this is me right now. So today is the test day, and I'm probably gonna fail it, and it is very probable that it will disrupt my balance, and I will start falling down, and it's only up to me and my well, I guess self-discipline to stay up. But really, well, this ditch, I included it because this, after all, this good loop is also a positive feedback loop, meaning that as you go up this hill, at some point it gets easier to follow. It gets easier to basically continue with those good things. Then it depends on your attitude. Basically, if you have good attitude, it's easier to do what you want to do and do not relapse. Alright, so basically I think this is all I wanted to include. If you feel similar, or if you feel very dissimilar, or I don't know, if you experience something like this and made your way up the hill, and you are up the hill and you are the king of the hill, you are stable, then you can share with me the secrets. Or if you think my approach is flawed somehow, and for example, I don't know, maybe I'm overlooking something, maybe it's all my fault and I'm overanalyzing, I just have to fucking stand up and stop bitching. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Thanks. Bye.